Okay, Edward and Gordon. This one's going to be a bit more of a struggle to remember because it's like two Railway Series stories smushed together.
Do you really wanna, do you really wanna taste it? What's going on must come down. Do you really wanna taste it? Baby, you're losing ground. To soon become the nearest. The whole is wrong with you. Dancing with your blinkers on. For your door, the invisible bone.
We open on, I guess, a remarkable act of ageism. We've gone from saying that size matters to, well, if you're old, you can't hack it.
So, we all get old, we can't hack it anymore, and that's it. Yeah. That's your theory. Yeah. Beautifully fucking illustrated.
I mean, that's the start of the episode, at least. It changes as we go on. Edward's being sassed off like a little bitch by all of the other guys, which is bang out of order, it has to be said. But then the driver and fireman decide to take sympathy on him. And I have many questions about this. Why do you have so many engines if you only take one of them out per day? Although, that is a rule that is very quickly broken a little bit later in the episode, because Edward's doing some shunting or whatever, and then Gordon goes past. So is it just kind of, is the system of who gets to drive which train, like it's like first come, first serve? Like you show up, you get to pick whichever one you want. But if that's the case, why would you pick Edward? He's dog shit, you know? Edward's being sassed off like a little bitch by all of the other guys, which is bang out of order, it has to be said.
Liar!
You want to pull the express, that's fucking badass. But no, you're gonna shunt trucks in the yard. Actually, no, he does pull like a proper train at one point, but still, you know? Look at him.
You're fucking pathetic!
This is more of Gordon just being a real fucking piece of work. Also, that truck has a really weird face. What is with this truck's face? He's not really... He has a mouth, but it's a piece of paper. It's just like some felt or something that somebody has stuck onto his face. How are you sentient?
Help me! I'm a sensitive rope! I have done it! The first time I have done it! Help me! What?
Just stay.
What am I?
It's all right.
What am I?
In fact, his eyes are paper as well. It looks like someone's just kind of coloured in his like eyelids with a round marker or something and said, yeah, that'll do, we'll call it a day. That's not a full job, guys. We see trucks have proper faces later on, and I think that maybe not this season, but in the next season at least, yeah, they've got faces. But apparently, no, this will do for this one. It is very comforting to know that such effort is being put into the portrayal of, I guess, you know, the slaves in this show, the minorities. But anyway, look at everybody else. You know, Edward's doing his thing. He's doing a bit of work, and then Thomas, James and Henry are just sitting around doing bugger all, but they look happy about it, it has to be said. I guess they're having a good time. They could be stoned, for all I know. I don't know what they get into in their days off, which apparently, according to this, they've got a lot of. Because I guess the idea is that Gordon gets picked a lot, so what the hell does everybody else do? This is their life. They just sit around doing nothing. There's only so much small talk you can have with the person. You know, you can ask them their name, where they come from, and you know what their favourite colour is. But, you know, beyond that, if you've got no life experience, what the fuck are you going to talk about? But anyway, at this point, Gordon comes past. Gordon who pulls the express, pulling a train of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trucks and a brake van. I think that's a very poor waste of resources. Maybe you should get somebody, you know, who isn't, you know, kind of pulling like 5% of what they're able to... I don't know how... That's probably very inaccurate. My maths is a bit off, it has to be said. Apparently, Gordon has broken down on the hill, but what I want to know is, how do they know that? This is set in, like, the 40s or something. They don't have, like, mobile phones that they can just go out and say, bloody hell, Gordon's stuck on bloody hell again. Can't fucking believe it. And there's not... I mean, I guess there is a house over the hill that they go... You know, that is visible. And at the bottom of the hill. So they just go there, and is that a regular occurrence? So they, like, knock on the house... I don't know. There's a Mrs. Kindly in the show. Maybe other people are named after personality traits. Like, I don't know, knock on the door of old Mrs. Cunty and says, hello, Mrs. Cunty, can we use your phone? And he's like, hey, well, very well then, but you can use my phone to ring up about fucking Gordon being a little bitch again. But, like I said before, He's pulling a train of about 6 trucks in total, including the brake van. How is he stuck? The express is longer than this. You need to explain your shit, Gordon. They should get somebody who is competent and capable, which apparently Edward is. It takes the combined strength of the two of them to get this train over the hill. How does Gordon pull the express over that hill every day? Does he need somebody to come and push him up the arse every day? Is this something that happens a lot? I need to know. Explain to me, Wilbert, but you're dead, so you can't, and fuck me, he's going fast. That's another law he's probably breaking there. There is probably speeding regulations that you've got to keep up with. But as the last episode, when Gordon dragged somebody behind the train, he clearly has very little respect for the law. Edward now has somebody else's face, but it's okay because it changes back a little bit later. Edward is a shapeshifter, ladies and gentlemen. And they say that they're going to give him a new coat of paint. So going back to the age-old thing of, what would this be like if it was a person? I have many questions. Do they give you some new clothes? Will they do something like push a fat dude up a hill and that apparently, boom, you get to go to Gucci and get some new clothes? Or what, do they give you a tan? Do they change your race? It's like, oh right, well done, you've helped the fat person, now you can commit a hate crime and go blackface for the day. I don't know. This is why they're trains and not people.